Hello and welcome. I really wanted to reflect on a really good broadcast I just watched, um, and it's kind of about restoration. I want to try to give peace to a lot of people out there at the moment struggling with their mental health through the pandemic, especially to the people of India, where sadly a lot of people are dying. And I just want to reach out to you and just say, look, how we find ourselves again, how we build ourselves up is something we really have to work on when we go through a state of depression, when we've lost someone. It's really important in life that we have a purpose and fulfillment. And it's a word that I've been really looking at the moment. And I have great fulfillment in my life, even after all the abuse I suffered as a child, sexual abuse, violent abuse and racism. And we know sadly that hate crimes increased during the pandemic. But for those of you who've lost someone during the pandemic, and especially to the people of India, where sadly there's a higher death toll, fulfillment and restoration is about saying whatever you lost in life, you will get it back. But you've got to work at it. You've got to do the homework. You've got to speak to somebody. You've got to reach out to someone. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to have hope. And you have to walk up to fear and say, you know what, you're not taking me today. You're not taking me down that path. I just want to give you some motivation and give you joy because I've made it through all the trauma that I've received. I've walked to the other side. The grass is greener, even when you've had so much abuse and you've been knocked down and you've been bullied. And I've been bullied. I've been, when I was 10 years old, I remember walking down the street. I've shared the story before, but I just think, it's really relevant. I watched my brother be thrown over a garden and, it was a racist attack and I couldn't do anything about it. I never felt so useless in my life. I feel that now I'm so strong in my mental health to help others and myself, because if I'm strong, I can help even more people. And I want to give you that fulfillment, that purpose. Whatever we do in life, whether we just lost our job or we've had an argument with our girlfriend, our wife, our boyfriend, and we have anger, if we let anger get into us, get into our mind, sadly, humans do dangerous things. And I want, and I know that it's possible to get rid of that. I sadly had a temper in my marriage. I had a lot of abuse as a child. My dad hit me, not in a severe way, but I received a lot of violence. I saw a lot of violence, but I worked through that through counselling, obviously my faith. And there are so many things that we are struggling with during the pandemic. Number one, trying to get used to this hybrid model of working, trying to get used to working at home. It's not easy. Life is not meant to be easy, but if we reach out to one another, if we hold hands, which is something that I'm trying to campaign for on LinkedIn, we can do more. If you follow other people, they will follow you. That is, I couldn't have said it any better. If I think for myself, it's been working as a growing thought leader, as a servant leader to all people, to all faiths, all religions. Stand up against hate crime, not in a violent way. And you will have fulfillment. You're going to feel lost. You're going to feel pain, especially if you've lost someone. But it is important that you have belief in your heart that you want to do good in this world, because the problem is when you go through trauma, and I've been through several I've briefly explained, we go to the anger mode sometimes. There's a threshold there in the brain. So it's very quite dangerous if we let the anger get out. Now, we're allowed to have anger, and it's a natural human emotion, and the psychologists will tell you that. But it's how we think and how we execute our daily lives. Reference point, Tony Robbins, rituals, have daily rituals, your resourcefulness. Those kind of things do matter. Those kind of things do work. I use them every day. I have rituals every day. I help people every day for my content. But I think when you go through trauma, it becomes more difficult to have fulfillment because you feel like you're a victim, and you might be a victim of crime, sadly. So it's important that we help all. And in India, sadly, there's been a high death case, death toll, I should say, sorry, of many people, and you need community in those times. And I think that any software developers, any learning designers watching this need to think compassionately about what type of content they put in to give out to the people of India, because they're going to need videos, they're going to need support, they're going to need learning material, they're going to need books, because the continent of India is changing for the good. Even though that there's been a high COVID-19 has impacted the continent heavy, I see a bright future, because with creativity and innovation, which is thinking outside the box and trying to come up with a better way of life, not just solutions in all technologies, mainly in education, to help people grow and prosper. Because when you increase the education in innovation and creativity, you will find that the correlation for fulfillment for all lives does increase, even to the poorest parts, if you push out. And that's something that I want to do as an individual, as my company, is to help all through all nations. Obviously, I've got a connection to India. My mum was Indian, as people have watched this before. But it's important that we put our thinking caps on, we share ideas, and we increase inspirational leadership. And for that, you need fellowship. And that means treating people with respect, have compassion. And it sounds simple, but when you put that on the brain and in learning design and in everything we do, their way of life, in government institutions, you will find that you're going to always have disagreements in life, and I think that that's humanity. But I don't know, I'm a little bit worried and concerned. There's more of a divide now on platforms I'm seeing, and we need to have equality. We need to hold hands. We need to just believe in each other and have faith and have honor. Honor is, without going too deep, honor is about, for me personally, is the honor of helping others and not having that reward that I need money to do that, because my honor is to serve people, because I love people, and I have been a victim. I've suffered, I've had pain, I've had trauma, I've been beat up, I've been bruised, but I'm standing here now in front of you to say, look, you can rejoice, you can build up and get motivation. Life is about helping others, and through that process, you will prosper, I promise you. Thank you so much. Just some motivational words for you on this great Monday. Please do follow me, connect with me, follow my work. If you want to collaborate on any project, do direct message me. I'm here for you. I'm here for the people, all faiths, all religions, all ages. Thank you so much. Goodbye. God bless. And most importantly, smile. You will succeed. You can succeed, and you will have fulfillment.